We're back, baby, and we are surviving and thriving over the pathetic and sick slander already starting to happen surrounding Amy Coney Barrett's nomination to the Supreme Court. This TV show seems to think that they can cure corona on set with mouthwash. We continue the saga that is Demi Lovato's ended engagement, and Joe Montana's grandchild was almost taken from his home in the middle of the night by a deranged woman. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. Judge Amy Coney Barrett was nominated to the Supreme Court over the weekend, and the left has been scrambling to find any and every possible reason to try and delegitimize her.
This can't be possible.
Since, of course, they can't find anything real to criticize Amy on, they settled on calling her a racist for adopting 2 black children from Haiti. This Boston University professor, Ibram Kendi, who's now been fired for his comments, said some white colonizers adopted black children. They civilized these savage children in the superior ways of white people while using them as props in their lifelong pictures of denial while cutting the biological parents of these children out of the picture of humanity.
What is wrong with you? I mean, what is your malfunction?
I'm sorry, but remember when not adopting enough kids was the biggest criticism of pro-lifers? Well, now if you do adopt kids who don't look like you, you're racist. Do you think the same condemnation will be given to A-listers like Sandra Bullock, Angelina Jolie, or Madonna? You've got 2 options, Slim and none. And Slim left town.
Of course not.
Leftist celebrities will never be held to the same standard as lowly conservatives because that would require character and consistency, 2 concepts that are completely foreign to the modern day left.
Do as I say, not as I do.
But let's give these whiners the benefit of the doubt. We'll play devil's advocate. Say that white racists adopting black children is actually a common occurrence. Isn't it strange that so few people have come forward in all the years that adoptions have been taking place to expose their racist parents?
So it's not a thing? No, it's not a thing.
Now, I know it's very important to the left to have alleged subject matter experts use their authority to speak on issues. Therefore, as a former baby...
Can confirm she was once a baby.
Thank you. Therefore, as a former baby, I would just like to say that any parent, regardless of skin color, adopting any child, regardless of their skin color, and giving them a better life, should be celebrated, not criticized.
I'm telling you, that baby could be the star of a show called Babies I Don't Care About.
Amy Coney Barrett said, "I love America and I love the Constitution" during her nomination speech. And that's all I need to know.
She sounds awesome.
Why did KJ Appa from Riverdale post this clip of him and Camila Mendez swishing mouthwash before a makeout scene and imply that it was the new normal to do because of the pandemic? Let's call a spade here, okay? Mouthwash isn't gonna kill the virus, and virologists are roasting the show for this. Rightfully so. Thank God the production assistant had gloves on, though, to take their cups from them when they were done.
You must think that I'm stupid.
I'm even more confused and disgusted as to why this hasn't been the regular protocol before makeout scenes in general. You're telling me actors make out with each other to film a scene over and over again right after hitting up the craft services table?
I have really bad breath in the morning. Ew.
As soon as news broke about Demi Lovato ending her short-lived engagement to Max Eric, POPlitics posted about it. But the developments to the story are getting juicier by the minute. Now, Max is claiming that he learned their relationship was over through the tabloids at the same time the rest of us did.
Ouch, baby. Very ouch.
He posted 3 times about their breakup and said, "Imagine finding out about the status of your relationship through a tabloid." And then he ranted about how it happened as he was making a movie about a pastor who's supposed to help people.
Why? What does that have to do with anything?
He ended his whole little rant on his stories by saying a passive-aggressive "God bless," which I feel like is a telltale sign you're absolutely unhinged. There were warning signs with this dude from day one.
Sure, I saw some red flags.
Demi is denying that she didn't tell him herself, and someone from her camp told People magazine that she made sure Max was aware that the relationship was over and that it was going to come out in the press.
I don't know who I can trust.
Now Max has been ranting again, saying that the engagement isn't officially over because she hasn't called him on the phone. Oof.
This isn't over until I say it's over!
My advice for Demi is to fire absolutely everyone on your team and start over, because the people in your life clearly don't know how to be anything but yes people who care more about chasing a check than stopping you from making terrible decisions.
I just fire everyone.
NFL legend Joe Montana, aka Joe Cool, is a hero and deserves absolutely all the recognition.
He's an icon.
A couple days ago, his 9-month-old grandbaby was asleep in a different room in his house when a psycho lady broke in and tried to kidnap the baby.
She was a lunatic.
Joe told police that this chick just grabbed the baby from their playpen, and then him and his wife confronted her as she held the baby in her arms. They begged her to give them back the baby, and then after a physical confrontation, Joe was able to get the child out of her arms, and that's when she ran off before police could catch up to her. Psycho lady was taken into custody and charged with kidnapping and burglary, and nobody ended up hurt.
What a story.
This week is just getting started, but if anyone deserves the cinnamon roll title, it's Grandpa Joe Montana.
A genuine hero.
It's Hot Take Tuesday, so we're gonna hit it and quit it. Extra stories you need to know about.
Hot Take Tuesday.
A guy posing as a Black Lives Matter activist in Atlanta scammed people out of more than $200,000 that he used on things like guns, hotel rooms, and clothes. Call me crazy, but I'm not exactly shocked that the people who light their own communities on fire and drag people out of their cars to beat them up wouldn't exactly be honest when it comes to handling large sums of money.
I knew it was coming, I just didn't know when.
The property in Ontario, Canada that is used as the set for the Rosebud Hotel on Schitt's Creek is going up for sale. Here's the thing about Schitt's Creek. I kind of like Moira, I like David, but as a whole, I could not get into this show. I watched several seasons and I feel like I can count on one hand how many times I laughed. I would much rather go to Scranton, Pennsylvania, do a little office tour, or even better, a Gossip Girl tour in New York City. Have any of you done a themed TV show tour anywhere? What show was it?
I haven't bedazzled anything since I was 22.
Now they're saying Caitlyn Jenner and Sophia Hutchins are in talks for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I mean, I'm here for it because I think that would be interesting, but I feel like they should get married then, right? Because the show is about housewives? Maybe I'm wrong?
And I've never even watched that show.
A 2-year-old named Theo from Salt Lake City is obsessed with a skeleton Halloween decoration, and his mom has been blogging about how he brings it literally everywhere. Theo is a Halloween stan, okay? His mom says they named it Benny after the skeleton in Disney's Halloween Town, and that really is the icing on the cake for me. Theo is me, and I am Theo, preparing our mind, body, and soul for the greatest holiday to ever holiday. I said what I said.
A tragic tale of romance, passion, and a murder most foul.
This is gonna be good.
Don't forget to be DMing me your questions for next week's pop quiz. I'll answer anything personal, political, or pop culture related. If you're a new CUTEservative, we are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere else podcasts are available. Make sure to subscribe and click to leave a 5-star review when you find us. Very exciting news. Our Turning Point USA Student Action Summit is back. Don't know what that is? Let me show you. If you're a student and you want to go, travel stipends are available, and if you're not a student, don't worry, anyone can go, anyone can buy tickets. It is the biggest event in the conservative movement with your favorite conservative speakers and the most fun way to meet up with other CUTEservatives and make lifelong friends. Plus, I'm going to be speaking too. Go to tpusa.com/sass to sign up. And because it really, really helps POPlitics grow, please like this episode before you click out. Tell me in the comments what you think about transracial adoption and if you've done any TV show tours. Plus, share this episode to your stories for your friends who may be iffy about Amy Coney Barrett. By the way, we just added the dopest new t-shirt designs in honor of Amy to tpusa.com in our merch store. I am very excited for mine. We're back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the Conservatee. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.